off. They got it ready to go. Ed Ruth in the red. Ed Ruth in the blue. Keith Gavin in the red into opposite side shot. Now right off the whistle, Ruth's going to score takedown.
Well, not
5
yet.
seconds in.
He's got to get the third supporting point down.
He doesn't want the push out. He wants the takedown.
And Keith Gavin has stepped out, so that's going to be 1 point Ruth.
And that might have been
that was
kind of on purpose, but I act like it's on accident, so I get the give up the one. And Ruth again coming forward.
Let's be careful leaving that high hand up. Was going to make the point. Ruth scored on the single leg to the opposite side of that in the second match, and he went opposite side this time. So he's switching
left
things
side
up.
Before he came right side this time.
Exactly. Gavin shaking off his wrist, coming forward, trying to gain some ground on Ruth. Ruth going to the head.
Ed Ruth leading 1-0, 2:07 to go. And he's trying to get an angle again. Gavin able to stay square. Passive going against.
Yep, that'll be confirmed. Passive against Gavin, his first warning. But now he's starting to take a little ground here. Digging a hook. Now he pushed Ruth out in both matches.
Minute 22 to go in the first period. No change. 1-0 Ed Ruth. And he got to that leg so quickly. And that time the head of Gavin was what stopped that shot. And that's the adjustments he made in the first match. Ruth was getting to his legs early, and then later on, Gavin able to get that head in the way.
Right, the misdirection didn't fool him that time.
Correcto.
Ed Ruth circling in.
Oh, nice job, Ruth.
Good hips here.
Feet went like over the cylinder, but that's not out of bounds here. And Gavin's going to get 4. 4 points for Keith Gavin. That's huge.
Yeah. And Ruth, you saw him try to charge his hips in there. Probably not a good idea against a guy like Gavin. He gave up the 4 points there, but
he needs 2 takedowns, but quickly he's right back in on the leg and scores 3 just like that. Smooth criminal.
Yeah, he's going lazy man cradle with this. Let's go of it.
We got a match on our hands
yes,
here.
we do.
26 seconds to go. 4-3. Ruth trails Gavin by a point.
Ruth trying to get one here before time runs out in the first period, but we're going to head to the break. It appears 4-3 in favor of Keith Gavin.
Excitement here in Madison, Wisconsin at the World Team Trials. We got Gavin up by a point, but Ruth, he's had more scores.
Correct. Ruth has been in on the legs, but Gavin, this big for Gavin. He hasn't had the lead heading into the second period against Ruth yet.
And I want to say on that 4-pointer, it was Ruth trying to avoid getting pushed out.
Right, it was.
Trying to
it really was.
One gives up 4, so big difference. But
again,
who knows,
that freestyle mentality.
If he gets pushed out, does he come back as aggressive? Looking for that takedown. Look at that.
Oh, man.
He just got Gavin completely off balance. He scores quickly both times. At the start of the period, he scores about 5 seconds in, and now he leads 5-4 as we're 15 seconds into the second frame.
We'll stand in the neutral position at the center of the
mat. Gavin looking for that drag. Almost called him Dragon. Dragon Gavin. And from the outside went double, goes single.
That was a Jordan Burroughs-esque double leg there.
Boy.
Head right in the chest, kept driving through, transitioned to the single leg,
And
quickly
Gavin
around behind.
Recognized he was beat, turned down so he wouldn't give up any more. And then just the 2. And Ed Ruth leads 7-4. 2:13 to go in the bout. And will he keep attacking?
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay with
And again, I keep seeing Ed Ruth grab his wrist and Gavin shaking his wrist, trying to get it back. And as I said earlier, it leads me to believe Ed Ruth's got a super strong grip.
And again, situation, Ruth back to the edge. What does he do? He's able to circle in this time, but Gavin's still stalking him with that forward pressure. Difficult for Ruth to get back to the center. You see this time gives up the 1, not the 4.
Yep. Mid-match adjustments.
Mid-match adjustments. There
Minute
you go.
38 to go. He leads by 2, 7-5.
Oh.
And it's those shots off the whistle that he's having a lot of success with.
Yeah, he's really doing a good job controlling the wrist of Gavin on that opposite side. And Gavin slowly creeping in again, trying to get Ruth on the edge.
And Ruth to the leg again, upper in the thigh now. Minute 7 to go. Whizzer for Gavin. Ruth up to his feet, trying to circle the corner. Doesn't look like he's going to try to finish this. Or is he?
Well,
he's just
time's
gonna kinda
ticking.
hang on. Oh, Gavin's going to take him through. How are they going to do this? They go 2 red, 1 blue, so it'll be.
They're going 2-2 actually. So it's 7-9.
No change, really. Lou Rosella thinking about throwing the cube in.
I don't know if you throw the cube here. Takedown.
And he asked Gavin. Gavin put his hand up and said no.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move. You don't want to be down by 3 with 40 seconds left, too. A lot better.
Yeah. But even if he ties it, Ruth still has the 4. And Ruth in again. He's got Gavin on his butt. Gavin trying to scoot.
Got to be careful of the chest lock here.
Ruth transitions,
he
goes
gathers.
double. He's got Gavin in trouble. It's another takedown. Ed Ruth, 14 seconds to go. He leads 11-7.
And he's going to be on top here the rest of the time. They're not going to bring him up. Gavin's going to have to do something here. You see him coming around.
Almost another 2, but
and man,
not going to happen.
changing of the guard.
Do it.
Ed Ruth's going to make the world team.
Will take this one. Final score 11-7. He takes out 2013 world member Keith Gavin to earn his spot on the world team this year to Uzbekistan, our 2nd college wrestler this year to make the team. Wow.
He's going to be a terror in Uzbekistan. He's already teched the guy who got 5th place at the World Championships a year ago. 10-0 easily.
And think about this. At the rate